Welcome, welcome, welcome to First and Main, the City of Winston-Salem's podcast where we get you the 411 about city services and programs that impact you on a daily basis. I'm your host, Katie Gore. Today in the studio, we have Code Enforcement Manager Shawn Helm. We'll learn about his world of code enforcement and how he and his team are on your side in the fight to make your neighborhood a great place to live. There's a lot of great information to get into, so let's get ready to turn the corner on First and Main. All right, today I'm speaking with Shawn Helm about code enforcement. Welcome, Shawn.
Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to have you on First and Main.
I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here.
All right, I got some questions for you. You ready?
Yes, ma'am. All
right. Give me a breakdown of what code enforcement is and what your team does.
Code enforcement, we actually ensure that neighborhoods are kept up in a sanitary and healthy condition. We enforce the City of Winston-Salem's minimum housing ordinances, and we get a lot of complaints, and our team goes out and they investigate those complaints, whether it be for high weeds, shrubbery, trash, abandoned vehicles, animals, and multi-family units and single-family homes.
I think it's important to recognize that you guys aren't the bad guys out there just handing out fines.
No, we are looked at sometimes as the bad guys, but we are a great tool for the community to use to help keep their community beautiful, sanitary, again, as I said earlier. And we're like that bridge for the council members here. You know, citizens, they have the right to complain and have their neighbors and neighborhoods looking good. So they call us out there, and we try to be the good guys in all of this.
Tell us why it's important for the residents to kind of follow those rules.
It's important because we want to maintain the aesthetic portion of our neighborhoods here in the city of Winston-Salem. We want beautiful communities where people want to live. So, you know, when you see certain things in your neighborhood that's not particularly easy on the eyes, or if it is a violation, it's good to get us out there and investigate. And sometimes, you know, we have to educate the citizens what is and what is not a code violation.
That's right. The price of food's going up. Yes. Groceries are going up.
Yes.
I'm kind of thinking about getting some chickens in the backyard to get some eggs.
Oh.
Can I do that?
You can. You are allowed to have chickens here in the city of Winston-Salem. You are allowed to have up to 5 chickens. They do have to meet a setback requirement. They have to be 20 feet from all the properties around yours. And you're not allowed to have roosters. So you can have the chickens, but you're not allowed to have any male fowl here in the city of Winston-Salem.
So roosters are the ones that make all the loud noise and wake you up in the morning?
Yes. They're the ones that tell the neighborhood good morning, and some people don't want to wake up. You know, people just getting home from work and tired, sleepy, so we don't want the roosters waking them up in the morning, for sure.
Are there any other animals I can have, or just?
Yes, you can almost basically have any animal that you can think of farm-wise in your yard. That includes sheep, ponies, cattle. You're not allowed to have any male fowl in the city of Winston-Salem, and pigs are prohibited in the city of Winston-Salem as well.
So no pigs in the yard, but I can have them on my plate.
You can have them on your plate.
Perfect. All right. What is the most common complaint that you encounter?
Our most common complaints kind of go hand in hand. It would be grass and trash. It is this grass we're in grass season now, and the vegetation is growing, and people are going to call us all summer. At least from April to October, we're heavy in the grass season. Trash is probably our number one because it doesn't sleep. We get trash complaints all year long. Mm-hmm. And then housing, a little bit, just depending on the circumstances, especially when it gets cold outside. A lot of people have questions concerning their heat, and they'll give us a call.
What about those people that are like renting they don't own their home and they're kind of dealing with a landlord. Do you deal with that kind of stuff?
Great question. Yes, we are the ones to call when your landlord is not providing you with proper housing and proper tools and circumstances as far as what you need to meet the city's minimum housing codes. We do not get involved in landlord and tenant issues, but we do come out and perform our investigations, and we hold the owners responsible for those violations.
All right. Can you give me an example of a tough case that you worked on and like how you kind of helped that neighborhood?
Without getting to specific addresses, we've had multiple issues where basically like when there's trash involved and there's a no trespassing sign, those get kind of difficult for us because we don't bypass someone's, Fourth Amendment rights. That's when we're kind of handcuffed a little bit, so to speak. We're not allowed to just go into that property and abate it, and that makes the job a little tough. We have to get what we call an abatement order. So once we get those, and typically, when somebody doesn't want you on their property, they're not going to be happy when you come back to their property. So those are our toughest cases. Other than that, it's really self-explanatory, but like I said, you don't want to bypass someone's no trespassing signs, and you want to respect everyone's rights here in the city of Winston-Salem. So those are the only ones that get primarily tough. But overall, we get a good number of our cases abated by the owners.
And when you say you're going to abate something, maybe explain what that means. People don't know that terminology.
Abating basically means remedying the situation, whether that be cutting the grass, cutting the shrubbery, removing the trash off of people's properties, and we also tow cars. So our abatement process is basically that. And we have an abatement team that handles all of that for us, and we also use contractors here in the city of Winston-Salem.
I hear you got some events coming up.
Yes, we do. Glad that you brought that up. We are taking code enforcement on tour. We have about 6 stops beginning June 23rd. I think we're going to start at Haynes Hosiery, and we're going to go into July the 20th. And our last stop will be Georgia Taylor Recreation Center. I think also we're going to be at Carl Russell, Minnie Davis, Sprague, and we're also going to be at the Enterprise Center on Martin Luther King. And we look forward to people coming out, learning more about us and what we do and what we provide for the community, and also getting a chance to learn how to use a cellar, which is our system for citizens to make a complaint jointly with CityLink. So we're looking forward for people to coming out and learning what we do and get more educated that we're not as bad as it looks sometimes. We are here to provide a very positive service in these communities.
Right. Here to help city look good and
that's our job.
Joyful for our citizens.
Yes,
Shawn,
ma'am.
I'm so happy that you joined me today here on First and Main.
Yes.
I hope you come back and see me again.
We'll do anytime.
All right.
Anytime.
And for our listeners out there, be sure to check out the show notes for a link to the tour dates Shawn mentioned. We'll also add information on how to reach out and get help keeping your neighborhood a great place to live. And before you click away, don't forget to subscribe so you can get alerts for every episode we put out. You can find us on YouTube, through our city's website, cityofws.org, or on your favorite podcasting platform by searching First and Main Winston-Salem. I'm Katie Gore, here to educate, communicate, and collaborate. Reminding you to not just turn the corner, but make First and Main your destination. Until next time.